We're not worried about where the hole is. Focus strictly on distance, and we're trying to get that as close to the fringe as possible. All right, so we're going to hit a few here, and I'm just going to walk around and see how y'all do.
Close to 2 for a buck.
Sure, put a little pressure on it. I mean, putting, I actually like that. Mr. Core said put a buck on it for the closest one
Does it
to
still
the
have to be on the
fringe.
green though?
I like that because putting, that's where we get a lot of the pressure and a lot of the nerves. So it's always fun to play putting games or whatever for $1 or something, just to put a little bit of pressure on your game. So that's good. Same hole. We got this steep slope here. Who likes this shot? Nope. Nobody? Nobody wants to put it here? Not even your drive? Did you want your drive here? 150 into par 5. Right of our green. Okay. We're on a pretty steep slope, so don't mind it. What club would y'all hit? Would you hit your 150 club?
No, because I want my miss to be short of that trap on the right.
Okay. What about you, Mr. Kyle? What would you hit?
I think I'd hit the 150 and try to clear the bunker. It's safer on the back.
The one on the right?
On the right.
Okay.
Maybe I would hit to 120.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd hit about 140 and choking up on the club coming down there. Just try to aim where Jim was saying, just left of that right bunker.
Okay. So I just kind of went around, worked on each of you with with what you're kind of working on with your putting and everything. One thing I kind of wanted to touch on is we've got some different putters here. We've got Mr. Yoshida with a heel shafted, but a mallet. We've got a heel shafted blade, similar to mine, a little bit different shaft job. And then we've got a center shafted putter with the mallet. So if we all take our clubs, kind of hold them on our palm like this, you can see where the putter toe, I'm talking about the toe, I'm talking about this, where that hangs, right? So we've got Mr. Yoshida here. If you look at his, pretty flat, maybe a slight toe hang. We've got center shafted with a mallet. This is going to be about as stable a face as possible. So that's going to be very flat like that. Okay. And then we've got Mr. Thomas here. Toe is hanging almost completely down. Very similar to mine. Mine hangs at about 45 degrees. Now I know, so practice doesn't make perfect, right? We all know that expression. Perfect practice makes perfect. So that's good. So,
Kept it under the breeze that
under the
time.
breeze, I like it. Working on our shot trajectory.
See, I don't practice when you're out there because there's a good chance of taking out the instructor.
Awesome. Well, that's good. That's good. We're going to start. Mr. Kyle brought up that he'd like to go to the bunkers. So great. Bunkers are my favorite part of the game. Anybody know why the bunker shot's my favorite shot in the game?
Because you don't hit the ball.
That's right. It's the only shot where we don't really have to hit the golf ball. How great is that? That's great. We don't have to hit the golf ball, you know?
There's more margin for error, right?
There is. There's more margin for error. Some of y'all said y'all fight lifting up the head.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of...
I don't know. I hear that all the time. Well, you looked up.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear that all the time. Hey,
I don't necessarily think lifting up your head's a bad thing. It's where our hands are to hit the ball. Our head's not hitting the golf ball.
I have a tendency, John, to rush it, so I tend to pull the handle
And you pull the handle in.
and then I whack it, and as a result, I think I don't get earth contact.
Okay. So you tend to hit the middle of the ball a little
Yep.
bit. Get a little bit of that. Anybody else here hit some thin shots before? Probably.
Yeah.
I have. Came out here and practiced before we started.
How's
and
a
I
rocket
did about
there?
10 thin in a row.
you see, there is a third shot.
So
A little contagious here.
contagious. I don't want to hear that. If it's bad. If it's good, yeah. Let's be contagious. Is that the alternate miss?
Yeah, 'cause there I
Pulling the handle, kind of
pulled the
jabbing
handle
down
in